This is a reading of my book, The Vitiligo Spot Spotter. Vitiligo is a skin condition where our immune system destroys our pigment cells and it leaves white patches on our skin where the pigmented skin used to be. So this is a story about a little girl called Cinnamon who has vitiligo. Now, vitiligo doesn't make us ill. It doesn't burn. It doesn't itch. And you can't catch vitiligo from someone by being near them or touching them. But the problem with vitiligo is that often people stare, often people make mean comments. And so this book is about Cinnamon and how when people stare at her, she imagines that the people turn into a monster called the Spot Spotter. And the book is about how she tries to escape from the Spot Spotter, how she tries to hide her spots so that people won't look at her. So what happens in the end? Well, wait and see. This is The Vitiligo Spot Spotter, written by me, Jolene Rayson, and illustrated by Nikki Naidu. And it's dedicated to my son, Llewellyn, who is a spotter of unspottable things. There's a vitiligo spot spotter with a muchness of eyes, a monster of a spotter, a spot-spotting spy. My name is Cinnamon. I'm the one the spot spotter spots. I have spots and more spots, but I also have knots. My spots are all white. They're called vitiligo. I call my other skin my knots. That's the rest of me, where my spots don't go. Here's the thing about spots. They get lots of stares, but people look past my knots like they're not even there. Let's say I'm out at the shops doing things people do, like racing my trolley up and down aisles or checking toothpaste tubes, unpacking the shelf for the ones that I like, because the best of the best are the ones with the stripes. Although toothpaste with spots would be even better, but no one in the world is near being that clever. So here I am, just doing what I do, when suddenly I spot them near the frozen food. A pair of eyes. Someone is watching me. Then come more people, more eyes. 2 pairs, now 3. Then it happens. Those eyes become more, and those eyes become more. And in the blink of an eye, all the people are gone, and I imagine a monster, a much-eyed spot spotter right there on the floor. The spotter does nothing. It just stands and stares. But staring is something, and the stares make me scared. It's all eyes on me, and I'm almost in tears. I wish I was invisible. I wish I wasn't here. So I run. Can I outrun the spot spotter? My legs ache, but I try. I try to move much faster than the muchness of eyes. But there are always more people. There are always more stares. And where there are people, the spot spotter is there. I run, and I'm finally home. One door, no eyes. Oh, the spotter is gone. Or is it? I sneak a peek through a gap in the curtain. Can the spotter get in? I cannot be certain. I check all the corners, check under the couch. I check all the places a spotter might crouch. I look in the mirror. Oh, 2 eyes, both mine. I relax. No spotter. Everything's fine. No spot spotter here. I'm all alone. My house is still a stare-free zone. But just to make sure, I build a fort with pillows and blankets and spotter-proof walls. There aren't any windows. My spots aren't spottable at all. It's warm and comfy. It has me in the center. It has no door. Well, one door, but it's too small for a spotter to enter. I can hide here all day and all night safe and sound and dream that my skin only has knots and more knots, absolutely no spots and no spotter around. Unless the spot spotter got here first. maybe it's hiding, or even worse, maybe it's snuck in my fort and I didn't see. I imagine the spot spotter squashed in here with me. I imagine it's counting every one of my vitiligo spots. I imagine it's counting an awful lot. Could we be friends? Might we play games? We could make shadow puppets or pretend we've switched brains. I could stick googly eyes all over my tummy and draw spots on the spotter. Now, that will be funny. But the spotter is scary. No, it isn't, my friend. Quick, switch back. Switch back. Okay, I'm me again. People don't understand about eyes and spot spotting. They invite me to birthday parties and play dates and shopping. They say to me, we don't see your spots. We think you're so pretty. You're just as you should be. You're perfect and witty. But people don't understand. They don't have vitiligo, so how could they? They don't know that their words cannot keep the spotter at bay. They've never been scared of a matchness of eyes. They've never felt too spotty or unpretty to go outside. I check in the mirror, I scrunch up my eyes. I'm spotting my own spots, like I'm a spotter in disguise. I'm trying to see what a spot spotter sees. What do people see when they see my spots and they're staring at me? It's stranger than strange, this spot spotting thing. I start off with spots, just the ones that I've got. But then things get weird. There's a spottery plot. My spots are growing all over the place, while my knots start to vanish at a frightening rate. Then I blink, and in a second, all those new spots are gone. They were never really there. There's something strange going on. The odd thing is that when I only look for my spots, then that's all that I see. And I see a whole lot. Even if it's safe here, I can't stay home forever. I need a plan, something quick, something clever, something to cover my spots, like wrapping paper. No, maybe not. Maybe crayons or paint or pencils or pens. I'll find the right something. I'll color them in. I try every color. But here is the thing. Skin color can mean a gazillion things. My color skin isn't in any box. So now I have dark patches and even my spots have spots. This means double spots all over me and twice as many spots for the spotter to see. If I can't color in my spots, maybe I can color out the rest of my skin. Then I'll have vitiligo all over. Then I'll even have spots where my knots have been. And my spots and my knots will look exactly the same, and the spotter won't ever bother me again. I pour a whole bottle of bubbles into the tub. Then I grab a big brush and I scrub and I scrub. There are so many bubbles, they're all over the floor. Those bubbles make bubbles. Now they're up to the door. They're in my eyes, they're in my ears. I scrub and I scrub. Oh, I hope my knots have disappeared. But when I look through the foam, I see my knots have not budged. My skin is still regular color, and my spots are still spots. They haven't even smudged. In fact, I'm sure there are more than when I climbed in the tub. Maybe the spots make more spots the harder you scrub. I know it's not true, but it just feels that way. There's no way I'll be spotless or knotless today. Would the spotter be friendly if my spots were pretty? Like, what if they were green? Or what if they were glittery? What if they were flower-shaped? And what if they glowed at night? What if they were soft and furry? What if they were striped? Maybe the problem isn't that I have spots, but that my spots just aren't the right sort. Or maybe the problem is that people don't know what these spots really are, that they're vitiligo. They're not sure what these spots are all about, and that's why they stare, trying to figure it out. I want to yell, hey, spotters, don't stare. It's called vitiligo, and I know it's quite rare. No, it does not itch or burn or scratch. No, you can't catch it if you touch a patch. No, I'm not sick. I'm totally fine. It's just that your skin has got more knots than mine. I've tried to run away, hide away, coloring and wash away my spots, but it seems my vitiligo is here to stay. What I need is a way to cover myself. I grab the biggest, bulkiest clothes from the shelf. I cover myself from head to toe. I look like a small walking pile of clothes. I'm a bundle of puff. I'm a squishy cloth bulk. I'm a zombie girl. I can hardly walk. All these clothes aren't comfortable, and I can't really move. But it's this or get spotted for my vitiligo. I just have to choose. Oh, I chose wrong. This is a really bad plan. Can people melt? I think that I am. I start shedding layers. I'm peeling off clothes. I feel so light and happy, but there's no time to relax. What if the spotter is lurking just behind my back, waiting and watching and hiding as well? I'm waiting for the spotter to show itself. Then it does. But wait, it's not looking at me. There's someone else here. She has a spot, but it's not white. It's red, like a cherry. She's not running or covering or hiding away. I need to warn her. The spotter is coming her way. Watch out for the spotter, I want to shout. But my spots feel so spotty and the words don't come out. I want to tell her there's a spotter and she needs to scram. But then the spotter might hear me. So I stay right where I am. And I wait and I watch. She's just dancing along, this cherry spot girl, heading for the spotter, spots blurred as she twirls. I'm sure she must see it. How can she not? But she keeps on going like someone who only has knots. Now she's whirling and smiling, arms up in the air, like her skin is so perfect, like she's not scared, like she doesn't care about the spotter, like it's not even there. Then she sees it. She stops. But she does something wild. She looks the spotter in all its eyes and she smiles. The spotter blinks. It opens its mouth, just a crack, then wider, wider. And now it's smiling right back. I'm still hiding from the spotter, but why isn't she? Is there some kind of secret that she needs to tell me? She says, the secret is that spotters can't do more than stare. And stares are as dangerous as, well, starlight on air. I know that the spotter has spotted my spots. I know it sees me, but so what? So what? Those eyes might be vicious or angry or mean. They might be the scariest eyes that I've seen. It doesn't really matter what the spotter can see. It doesn't matter what people see when they look at me. The only thing that matters is how I see me. Are my spots something ugly? Are they creepy or odd? Or are they something beautiful, something one of a sort? No one can decide if they're bad or okay. These spots are my spots. No one has a say. I love that I'm the first spotted person who somebody might see. I love that there's no one else in the world like me. I think about what she says. I think that it's true. And then I realize, and I say to her, hey, you're right. Today I spotted you. Maybe we're all spotters sometimes, even me, even you. Maybe we all stare when we see something incredible or new. If a unicorn walked in, would we not be amazed? Or a hippo with wings? There's no way I could say that I wouldn't ogle such a radical sight, even though too much staring really isn't right. There's a muchness of people with a muchness of knots and a muchness of spotters. But you know, there's a shortage of people like us. There's not many people with spots. Someone spotted like me and you? Well, we don't come along every day. So, hey, all you spotting spotters, please spot away. My vitiligo, it's beautiful. My vitiligo is unique. It's special. It's wonderful, just like me. And eyes are just eyes. A spot is just a spot. It's up to me to decide if it's scary or not. And the spotter, well, the spotter's not monstrous at all. It could be snuggly or bony or teeny or tall. It could be the friendliest spot spotter by far. Instead of eyes, it might have a muchness of stars. The spotter is anything that I want it to be, because the one who turns people who stare, the one who turns eyes into spotters is me. The one who turns people into scary monsters is me. Or I can turn myself into a spotter of the much spotted kind. I can spot my own spots, count every spot I can find, because I'm the best spotter when it comes to spotting my spots. And I'm learning to love all these vitiligo spots a whole lot. Our spots are beautiful. We are unique. And children, I hope that you learn to love your spots, because we are unique and we are amazing.